At the beginning of the movie, some masked robbers are shown. They're about to rob a bank. They were, however, murdering one another. There was a reason for it. As the small number of the survivors might increase their share. This idea had been put into their minds by their creative intelligence. They continuously end one another with this thought. A survived man after them is a joker. His face was still masked, and he escapes, taking all the money. At the one side, these crimes were being committed in the city, but there was another man named Batman to stop them. Peace had spread throughout the city because of him. When Batman knows about the robbery of the bank, then he goes to meet the police officer of that place. There is a lawyer who has been shown very sincere. He also wished that there would be no more crime or criminals in the city. Police officer asks him, "Tell me the banks of the underground economy, so that I may save it, putting aside. Because Batman has also asked me to protect that amount of money." That lawyer says to him, "Don't worry. I also like the Batman and will fulfill his order." There has been shown a richest businessman in the movie. But it was secret that he is actually a Batman. Now it is seen that some people related to underground economy are sitting at a place. Then a man addresses them via video conferencing. "All stolen money was mine. Now it is also the plan of the police, that they may secure all amounts of money, going to the rest of the banks. But I will not let them do so. I have possessed all amount of money before they reached there." He says to the gang of criminals, "Don't worry. Our all amount of money is safe and I am fleeing from this country, taking it." Then the Joker appears there. And he says to that man addressing via video conferencing, "Batman will surely find you out." The gang of criminals were corrupted. They say to Joker, "Batman is your foe. Why are you not still able to end him?" Joker says to them, "Indeed. He is strongest. He has rooted out many crimes throughout the city within a short duration. I may kill him, but there is no joy to work without any reward." They all understand that money is the requirement of the Joker. At that time, he will end Batman. It was their benefit as their biggest enemy will be rooted out. They ask Joker, "How much money will you take to kill him?" Then Joker says, "You are richest one. Just give the half share of your owned money." There is a shrewd criminal, he stands and says to Joker, "Do you think that we are insane? Do you know how we got this money? And you are demanding the half share without any thought. And I also know that you were the robber of that bank. I will not let you go from here now. I will surely end you." Joker opens his jacket to show it as he heads to end him. There were many fixed bombs there. And he threatens them, that I will explode everyone with these bombs if someone came close to me. That criminal says, "Today, you are escaping from here. But I will announce an award of $5 lakh if someone brings you dead to me. And I will award $10 lakh who brings you alive to me. And what do you think that no one will bring you here for the sake of the money?" Joker gives his contact number to him saying, "You can call me at any time." Saying it, he leaves carelessly. Contrarily, it is shown that Batman, lawyer and police officer are conversing with another. They discuss, how did they know that we were going to raid the banks? They remove all amounts of their money before our arrival. It means there is a spy in our time who has an alliance with them. And he leaks our information there. They say that man who is the leader of gang of criminals, who had fled from the city now. We can make him reveal everything if he comes here. Batman says, "I will bring him if it is authentic thing." Batman moves to that country where that man had gone. There was special security to protect that man. Anyhow, Batman brings that man here back. That man is brought to lawyer and the police officer. But he says, "I know nothing about it." He tells, "I am not their leader but just an accountant. I just know the amount of money that they possess." He tells when it is asked, the people who are involved in the underground economy. "I can tell their names and addresses." Lawyer grabs many criminals as Lau reveals the information. On the other side, Joker is seen struggling that somehow, he may know who Batman is. And he is ending many people for it. Actually, there were many citizens in that city wearing Batman's mask. They used to appear as a Batman. It is seen now that Batman arranges a party in his real form of the richest businessman. inviting Lawyer and his old friend who is now the friend of Lawyer. He compliments Lawyer in that party, saying he is a good lawyer. Batman comes to know through a source that Joker is coming in the party. And he has concern with Lawyer. So he goes there and hides Lawyer, knocking him out. So Joker may not search him out. Joker begins to ask everyone, where did Lawyer go? At the same time, Lawyer's friend arrives there and stops him to do so. He is going to attack. Immediately, Batman appears there. Witnessing Batman, he points his gun on that girl. But Batman moves forward to secure her life. Then he pushes that girl down from the building. Jumping off, Batman saves the life of that girl. Batman is armored so he receives no harm. Joker was also a murderer so he ends a police officer along with the judge. She was the same judge who had to take the judgment about those criminals, whom Batman made them arrested to the police. The next target of Joker was the mayor of the city. Getting this news, police officer rescues mayor after sacrificing himself. Now Lawyer comes to know that Joker is going to end his friend, who was the ex-friend of Batman. Lawyer instructs his friend, go to the secure place as soon as possible, so the Joker may not find you. Contrarily, Batman is being observed, who is asking the address of Joker from someone. That man says to him, it is not easy for you, because Joker is stronger than you. He has fear of nothing. He will not appear before you easily, until you unmask yourself. On the opposite side, Lawyer is also investigating about the Joker from a man. But that man does also not reveal anything to him. He threatens that man, I will end you if you did not reveal anything to me. Batman says to him while coming there, don't do as such. People are agreeing with you, tagging you as an even-handed. People will lose their trust in you if you acted as such. And they will not favor you relevant to the case of your arrested criminals. Batman says to Lawyer, I don't feel it good. That Joker is ending everyone in the city because of me. Just hold a conference tomorrow where a number of people will gather there. I will unmask myself there, so the Joker may also arrive there. And people may not be killed because of me. Lawyer encourages him saying, you cannot kneel down, but Batman leaves after ignoring him. Anyhow, press conference is arranged next day. A number of the people gather there who were demanding that Batman should reveal his face. Lawyer explains them, what is the necessity of it? At the same time, Batman is going to unmask himself, who was standing there disguising a richest businessman. But Lawyer did not want police to treat him badly. So he tells a lie, I am Batman. He said, I give myself in the custody of police. Arresting him, police take him with them. Knowing it, Joker also starts to chase him, because he wanted to meet Batman face to face. He begins to follow Lawyer's vehicle, thinking him as a Batman. But the real Batman approaches there. He attacks the vehicle of Joker. Getting off, Joker begins to fire his gun on Batman instead of being shocked or scared. Batman is driving his bike towards him. Joker is standing on the way and says, drive your bike over me. Because he was showing that I have no fear of Batman. Being kind-hearted, Batman changes the direction of his bike. In this case, his bike loses its balance and crashes. And he himself loses his consciousness. Joker had got the chance to have a look of Batman's face, but someone instantly pointed his gun on him. He was not other person but the same police officer, who had been killed while rescuing the life of Mayor. But it is seen that it was the part of their plan. He was not dead there. Here the Joker is arrested. Here it is revealed that Two-Face is not Batman. He is released honorably. And the security leads him to his house for protection. But it is revealed here, those people were the men of Joker and not Protector. They grab the Lawyer. When Batman comes to know about it, then he moves to the Joker. He asks him, where have your men sent him? Batman hits him badly to ask about the location. But no threat was affecting Joker. Joker says to him, why are you pretending to rescue him now? At first, you yourself entrapped him. And you showed him as Batman so he may be captured. Batman says, it is not like this. Why do you want to kill me? Why are you so against me? Joker tells him, I do not want to kill you. But I just want to explain you to withdraw your all rules. As I have no rule. Joker tells him, lawyer, his friend, your ex-friend are captured by us. Batman beats him too much and asks. Tell me where you have hidden both of them. Joker says to him, your beating does not affect me. He says to him, I tell you where they both are. But you will be able to save only one of them. Now, Batman and police officer go to rescue that girl and the lawyer. Batman moves to that place which was told the location of his friend. Going there, he witnesses lawyer there. Actually, it was the plotting of the Joker. Because he did not want that girl to remain alive at any cost. That place is explode before Batman took any action. That place is also exploded where that girl was imprisoned. Lawyer's female friend is dead due to this explosion. But Batman had brought lawyer out in some way before the explosion. But that explosion distorted half of his face. Joker diverts their attention and takes the advantage of it. And he runs away. He meets the underground economy accountant. Now they had all illegal money. Joker is extremely excited thinking he has earned a lot of money. Suddenly, it is seen that Joker burns all money along with that man. On the other side, police decides that overall hospitals of the city will be vacated. The wounded lawyer is one of the hospitals. Then Joker also comes there. Joker says, going close to him, don't think that I am the cause of your friend's death. Because I was with at that time. And it may be the game of them. So you must take revenge on them. Joker says to him. If you still think that I am the root of all these incidents, just fire your gun on me. But he does not kill Joker. Coming outside, Joker explodes that hospital. Fortunately, no one gets any harm. Because police have vacated all hospitals. No one in knowing where lawyer went after the explosion. All citizens were getting frightened because of this incident. They were thinking that they may leave this city. On the opposite side, it is witnessed that lawyer is alive. Now, Batman is also seen searching for Joker. He has adjusted the city trackers throughout the city. So the Joker's location may be known. He finds Joker in one of the buildings. But he has left many of his security men outside. Actually, Joker had captured them. But Batman had got the point, so he rescues everyone, going there. Now the two boats come on the scene. There were the common people in one of the boats while other boat had criminals. Joker's voice echoes in both boats. That I have set the bombs in both boats. I will blow these both boats up. If you want to save your lives. There is a separate remote control in each of yours boats. You can explode another boat, using that remote control. Getting remote first, that person can explode another boat to rescue his life. Now the game starts from here. Some of the people are thinking that they may explode another boat to save themselves. As being kind-hearted, some people were not in favor of it. It was totally opposite to the Joker's thought. Joker wished that no one may care about other one. And it is also right to kill others for his own sake. Then Batman appears there. But Joker begins to attack him covertly. Joker says to him, your arrival here is of no use. I am going to blow both boats up. The time of both boats' explosion had reached. But boarded people in both boats do not press the button. Which may take the life of another boat's people. Because there was still humanity and sympathy in their hearts. Which was being disliked by the Joker. Due to this, he is going to press the button. So that people may be dead with the explosion of both boats. Coming there, Batman pushes him away. Joker is extremely happy instead of being sorrowful or dejected. Why? Because Joker wanted Batman to violate his rules. And he may hit someone. Because Batman had never taken the life of anyone. But how did Batman violate his rules? He rescues him, throwing a rope towards him. Joker asks him, do you not feel ill that all citizens compliment that lawyer? He says, this is the cause that I declared that lawyer a wrong one. Because man has a right to prefer himself first. Batman takes his words awkward and he leaves from there. And police arrest the Joker. Now that lawyer is seen. Who goes to that location where his friend ended. He has imprisoned the family of that police officer. He did as such thinking they are responsible of the death of his friend. He says, I want you to realize the feelings of dejection at the loss of someone. So I have brought your family here. He points his gun on the son of police officer. But Batman comes there and says, stop. Joker wished the same. That you may turn into a wicked man. Just think yourself how good you are. You may be considered wrong for doing so by the people. In this way, Joker will be successful in his planning that good man may be turned into an evil man. He used to decide to kill or not anyone while tossing it. He tosses the coin and it is decided that kill the Batman. So he fires his gun on Batman. Then he points his gun on himself and tosses the coin again. But the coin tossing does not decide to kill himself. So he points his gun on police officer's son. Batman comes and pushes him away before he harmed that kid. As a result, he is dead, leaving police officer in shocked state. He says, it happened what was wished by the Joker. It means, lawyer was a sincere one. He may prove him wrong and the people begin to think him guilty. It happened the same. Secondly, he wanted it that Batman may kill someone. And his trait of forgiveness may be finished. So it also happened today. Batman says to him, I will not let it happen. You may reveal that I am the killer of the victims of lawyer. The world may consider him a heroic figure. Batman says, what about me? No one looked me yet. So it will no affect either people think of me good or evil. Policeman was not willing to do it, but he has to carry it out. At least, one of them may be considered good. So he tells before everyone that lawyer was really a pious man. So all the people begin to think lawyer as an honest man. According to them, Batman was not less than a villain. And all the people are kept busy in their jobs again. And the movie also completes on this scene.